We're gay, fucking retarded pedophiles. We are
Our little hostess, not having fun. Should have kept his bladver safe in the bun. Shouldn't be shooting off bursts with Brian Dunn, cause now they'll haul him off for la prison. La prison. La prison. La prison. Housemeisters in la prison, locked up with poor Brian Dunn. Housemeister, what have you done? Now you're locked up in la prison.
I see someone in the chat asking who King of Pol is. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know if we should just start with the trial of Bry. What do you guys think? What do you guys want me to start with? Should we just get into the King of Pol stuff and then I can do all the other stuff that I usually do later? Or should we do the Chibi reviews and Tectone stuff first? But they're asking, they say, I don't know, who's King of Pol? Who is King of Pol? Well, King of Pol lied about being in a 15-year-old girl's DMs. Now, how guilty is he? How bad are the DMs? We will go over that during the trial of Bry. So we'll just do it first. Fuck it, because that's what I want to talk about anyways. All right. So, this man, we got to do a context recap really quick. Let me get the chat up here too. Grab that. All right. I hope everyone's having a good day. I did see some new some new audio drop as well. Oh my god, man. There was audio dropping of King of Pol finding out that I was going to make a documentary on it. If you don't know, I made this huge documentary on it, which was like the craziest effort post. It's insane. But he's on the call with Percival Godwinson and he starts to cry. It's crazy. I do want to play that at some point. We might play that just at the end. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, this is Housemeister.
Apparently, I'm the pedo now. Everyone now thinks we're gay, fucking retarded pedophiles. We are all over the Kiwi farms. Everyone's calling us gay. About your fucking feelings, person. I'm done with it. It's all fuck bullshit. Apparently, I'm the pedo. Everyone now thinks we're gay, fucking retarded pedophiles.
So this was a crash out Housemeister had, I want to say, like 11 months ago. 11 months ago. And Housemeister was the King of Pol protege. Housemeister would get in fights with Ethan Ralph, get in fights with all kinds of people, defending his liege, defending King of Pol to the hilt. And he would start to take on his talking points and everything. And around that time, this guy named Percival Cassidy and Housemeister had a falling out. And Percival was upset. He said he was on Discord too much. He was like in these groups. He was around a guy named DJ Axel. And he had enough of it. And then 12 months later, this entire thing happens where a 15-year-old child is found to be in their Discord where people were talking inappropriately to them. And also one man, Shaggy, I guess we'll just play this just to do the recap, was literally dating a 15-year-old minor.
Yeah, so this title is exactly, the title explains it all. You need to kick Raven from whatever Discords you have her in. She's a kid. I'm talking to her on the phone when suddenly she goes dead. I call back a few times, and on the third try, after 15 minutes, her dad picks up, and he's like reasonably pissed. You know, I don't want to hear any weird...
And by the way, we went through it on the last... If you missed the last stream where we go through this whole entire saga, Mormon Shaggy was literally reading Moby Dick to this child. H.P. Lovecraft to this child. Watching movies all the time and all this shit. And then all of a sudden, he's spam calling them, and then her parents pick up, and they're fucking freaking out at him. It's insane.
Accusations of pedophilia or nothing, because... You know, I was a total gentleman with her the entire damn time, right? You guys in Housemeister's server have said some very compromising shit to this woman. So, you know,
So there you go. He said, Housemeister, you guys have said some many compromising things. So since this happened, Housemeister has deleted his channel. So it says, the Housemeister channel has been deleted following allegations that Mormon Shaggy dated a minor for months, along with claims that a slew of others interacted with the minor inappropriately. Now, what I left out here, which I probably shouldn't have, but I just felt like there weren't logs for it, but Housemeister deleted his channel in light of allegations made from the victim that they were doing My Little Pony roleplay. It's not a joke, bro. So after those came out, instead of making a statement or clearing any of that up, he DFE'd. So it's not looking good. Also, this clip dropped.
So, Housemeister would play Pokemon cards with her, and he would play Yeah, no kid, no joke. Yeah, it's even funnier than the Shaggy DM leaks. Housemeister would LARP has a purple dragon from My Little Pony. Friendship is magic. And he would make jokes with her. And they play I don't know how they played Pokemon cards. Housemeister would play Pokemon cards with her, and he would play. Yeah, no kid, no joke. Yeah.
So this comes out, and Housemeister DFEs. He deletes everything. And Kinoshé says here, Housemeister didn't just have My Little Pony play or whatever. He also was a competitive Pokemon card battlers with her, whatever that means. Not sure which is worse. So that's the update on Housemeister. He is gone. He's apparently deleted everything. And there were some DM leaks that we went over last time that were bad. But then I guess the My Little Pony stuff took it over the top, which is crazy. I mean, what's insane to me is that there was no response to that. Like, just nothing but just deleting everything in light of that is insane. And it feels like the way that everyone talks about it, the people that were in this server, it seems like it was worse than what has come out. Like, and also, since we're going to do the trial of Bry, Housemeister will be glad to know this, that KingOfPol threw you under the bus. He completely bussed you and confirmed everything. So, have fun with that. We will get to that, though. All right, let's listen to... Okay, let's listen to the rest of this. It's 2 minutes.
If I'm guilty of anything, it's nothing more than what you guys are guilty of too, right? So I'm doing the responsible thing here. You need to kick this person. Raven, you're a sweet kid, but Shaggy don't mess with no children, okay? I'm not a predator. Despite what House and Brian claim, I'm not into kids at all. But, like, we've got people in this community, sadly, who are that way. Apparently. Yeah, no, I don't want to, like, disparage...
And just for context, he made this stream directly after talking to the girl's parents. So, they pick up the phone, they yell at him. Shaggy immediately goes live to tell everyone this. That's the context.
This person or anything, but yeah, they are a minor. Kick them. Kick them from your Discord, kick them from whatever the fuck they're involved in. That's a child. You know, trust me, if I was like at all a dishonorable person, I wouldn't be making this video. You know, I mean, shit. I'm dealing with some real emotional whiplash here because the person I thought I was talking to doesn't even exist. That's yeah, that's a kid. So kick them from your Discords, kick them.
Did you hear the call Godwinson leaked of KingOfPol talking about your documentary and Sector City? Yes, I did. I listened to it twice. The only thing, my only drawback to playing it is I'm worried about a couple of the words, but we might go through it at the end of this. We'll see. It is pretty fucking crazy. I can go into the history of like my issue and everything else. So anyways, Mormon Shaggy did this. Complete nuclear fallout. Tons of people. And the other thing, too, is it wasn't just like her father. Out. He is disgusting. That is just true.
Mom defended me. Your mom said you lied. You lied in the background. Then your dad, like, his voice softened and he said he had to go lay down because...
So the mother of this child was screaming... was screaming in the background about the you know, the daughter lying and stuff, and there was this whole thing.
The shock of what his daughter
now all this communication and this interaction was corroborated by the victim in this case, right? Just to give you guys context, that's where we're at. This is where we're at, and I want to play like. So the reason I'm playing this too is like the decision making in the aftermath of all of this shit. You have KingOfPol threatening to... I am not kidding. And I can't play it. Can't play it on YouTube, but it's on Twitter. KingOfPol threatening to fly to the miner's house to beat them up or whatever. You have people saying that all the adults all the 20, 30, 40-year-old men saying they're the victims of this child. And that this child is actually doing all this crazy, crazy shit, illegal stuff. Literally victim blaming. It's like literally victim blame. Like, and Shaggy has one semblance of like a good thought in his head at the beginning of this, and we'll just play it. But the decision making in the aftermath of all this stuff has been absolutely horrendous. They have essentially chosen to A-log the child. So that is where we're at. Okay.
And now Raven is, and I really wish I didn't have to address this person. Raven is posting Shaggy is not a pedophile. Well, you've done enough damage, Raven. Just go away. Like, literally, you can't fix this. If you think the whole thing is funny, great. If you're feeling trolls remorse, I don't care. Like, what you did was really fucked up. Regardless of what the fuck you have to say, because the truth is no one takes you seriously because you're a child. You shouldn't.
Yes, that it should be the case. No, no one should be A-logging or interacting with the child, especially after all this shit comes out. But literally all the people that, like, almost every single notable person that's been accused of this has done that. Almost every single one.
I'm not even sure if you're mentally capable of understanding the consequences of your actions.
And there it is. Exactly. It's like probably the only good thing I have heard Shaggy say throughout the entirety of this.
I'm not even sure if you're mentally capable of understanding the consequences of your actions.
Yes. And you know why? Because it's a literal child, bro. Because it is a child. Yes, they probably can, and you can't hold them accountable and A-log them and threaten to beat them up. You maladapted psychopaths. So this brings us to the King of Pol stuff. Now, let me see what this is here. So after the stream, where it was mainly focused on Mormon Shaggy, there were like a few different things. There were a few different King of Pol leaks, right? And obviously Mormon Shaggy is the most culpable. Now there's like tiers to this, I would say. But King of Pol, in the aftermath of all this stuff going out, immediately makes it all about himself. He immediately starts fighting with Jim, Josh Moon. He goes onto his Kiwi Farms thread and fights like it went on all night. Post after post after post. So literally the entire, I don't know, all of the updates and stuff like that are just happening there because of him, because of King of Pol, because he just spread out and made it completely about himself, even though he is not the most culpable person in it. So it says, King of Pol is now threatening to sue me after reporting on the victim's allegations and covering the leaks. Now, what does he say? Shamoo, I have no contact with Raven and had her blocked for over 6 months after she made fake DMs about me and Little Tay. So that's notable. I have no DMs with her. That's notable. So both of these things, his statement in my comments, are lies. They are literally just blatant lies. And the craziest part about this is not only did King of Pol lie, but he was also the one to bring his lie to the forefront so everyone could see it. He went to Mr. Deadman to screen record all his DMs and threatened to sue me, Keno Shea, Mr. Medicare, maybe Keno Casino, I don't know. So it continues, I have not been around anything related to Weezus or House since his streams over 6 months ago. I have no knowledge of her real age until the stream as well. I have never had any sexual or unprofessional interactions with this person at all. Your screenshot refers to Raven's YouTube channel when they claimed repeatedly they were 21 to everyone. I will be contacting a lawyer about how to pursue this matter now. So that was one of the legal threats. Okay, so let's just go through the lies really quick. So he said he had no DMs. He also said on Kiwi Farms he had no DMs. He even screen recorded. He even made a screen recording of the miner's account showing that he had no DMs. However, all of this was a lie. He actually did have DMs with them. So he just lied about it. Now, why am I doing the trial of Bry? Well, one of King of Pol's, somebody that likes King of Pol, was upset with my coverage on the first stream. They came to me and said, you know, you didn't get this right. There were no DMs. He did lie about Little Tay, all this other stuff. And so I did like a short correction. I think it was in last stream where it was like, you know, these things were in public servers. There were no DMs to my knowledge, and everything else. Now, what really happened was King of Pol fed that guy a bunch of bullshit, which he then got upset with me about till he do a correction. And then King of Pol, like 2 days later, went to Mr. Deadman and put all his DMs up and exposing himself as a liar. So, and also there's this like Little Tay thing. Well, actually, we'll wait to get to that. So who is King of Pol? Well, King of Pol is a prolific liar. Now, this is a new clip. I have never heard this before. But King of Pol, the reason why Mr. Medicare and all these people hate his guts, there's a lot of different reasons, but one of them is he's a liar. He will go all over the internet saying how he was best friends with Mr. Medicare or whoever else. He'll make up stories. Now, the story that King of Pol used to tell me was that he met up with Mr. Medicare at an arcade. He met up, it was an arcade. Mr. Medicare and Jade and King of Pol would go to an arcade and all this stuff, right? Total bullshit. So let's see what he's saying now. Like, this is a totally different one than I've even heard before. So let's see.
Kind of sad. Jim had this thing where he kept adopting like dying old dogs at the pound because he felt bad. He had like 8 of them. So basically we were playing, I can't remember what game it was. It's been so long. Playing this one game and they get into it on the mic because apparently all these dogs would literally just end up dying on the floor like months later. And they all like are blind and they need assistance for everything. And they would pee all over the floor and they would shit all over the floor and he just wouldn't clean shit up. He just wouldn't clean shit up ever. And we were all kind of felt bad for him. And he was like arguing that he's doing the right thing by giving these dogs a home because they're old and nobody wants them, which is nice.
Again, this is a totally different story than he would tell all the other guys 3 or 4, 5 years ago. He used to say we went to like an arcade once or whatever. We met up at an arcade and I met him IRL and we played arcade games. Now it's this whole elaborate story about saving puppies.
But he literally did nothing for them except that. And one of them, he did do something really nice. One of them was like missing an eye and he paid like $8,000. So some of it was nice, but the end result was she had to end up dealing with it. It always ended with Jade having to deal with all of his shit going on and all of his problems. It was always her. She would always be the one that says, okay, I'll just deal with it. It's fine. I'll just deal with this fucking weird shit that you're in.
He has an elaborate dynamic set up for Mr. Medicare, and I don't know if it's his wife. I have no idea. But he has this entire elaborate dynamic set up that he knows about. Now, he'll do this. He'll shop stuff like this around, right? And, like, kind of try to perform for people. But he'll just make up in crazy lies. And so all these people, Mr. Medicare, you name him, me, know about these things, know that he's just, like, lying and trying to work in the background to like do all this crazy shit. And this has gone on for years. Years and years, decades. I have a whole video about it. It's like 4 fucking hours long.
That you're doing. And this was before they had the house. This was when they lived in the apartment in Minnesota. That I never would have talked about this stuff before. And then he had this weird thing. He was afraid that people would recognize him, so he would make Jade go like run errands. We tried to go to Tampa Comic Con with this guy, and he made a big fucking deal about no.
I love the King of Pol gym. It's just crazy. Like I only heard the arcade one. I had no idea that there was like this one where it's like they're saving puppies.
Photos, no cameras. He would have her drive all the time, doing these weird fucking errands all the time, and then we would be in voice chat with this guy, and he'd be like telling us about it. Everyone else was allowed to talk about their shag all the time because if you talked about Jim, he would get uncomfortable with the idea of like
not 3 hours, just about by the way, not 3 hours, 4 hours long, with interviews from Ethan Ralph, Grossly Offensive, Godwinson, Matt Jarbo, Perspicacity. Oh yeah, by the way, we've got 111 live and 29 likes. Please move the cursor and hit the like button. Helps share the stream, helps it get it to more people. If you want to support, there are donation links in the description. But yeah, hit like, it's free.
Like talking about shit going on while we all were friends who have seen each other at comic book conventions and shit like that, and have hung out. And then at the same time, he would like say all this shit, and then someone would get offended in the group. He would say shit online to his audience. Someone get offended. Like there's no, you shouldn't have e-friends. Like when he said you shouldn't have e-friends, some people got offended by that. Yeah. And his response is, I'm protecting you from the people I harass on the internet, because if they found out, I would probably get sued and they would come after my friends and hurt my friends to use them against me. And it's like, okay, all right, that's fair if you really feel bad. But you do stupid shit like this after you're doxxed and shit like that. You got people delivering potatoes and weird fucking shit while Jade's mowing your lawn because your bitch ass can't do it. Like, I doubt she really wants to deal with a funeral. I hope she doesn't hold a funeral, because all she's going to get is crazy incels showing up. And
now, this is a good synopsis of KingOfPol. He has these insane feuds with everybody, and he'll just spend all day making up fan fiction, which is why you see people like Mr. Mediker, when this stuff hit, immediately try to hit him over the head with a cudgel, right? So let's see here. What else do I have? Okay, so he lied. He did have DMs with the minor. Now we will be presiding over a trial, the trial of Bry, to see how bad it actually is. If he's as guilty as the Hausmeisters or the Weezuses or anybody else, and we will be fair. So let's get into it. The trial of Bry.
all right, there we go. We're live. Hey, everybody. It's the King of Pol. Call me Brian. We're going to drop the act today. We're going to talk about grass. Look at this. Look at all this grass around me. You know, when I do my show, when I'm online, when I'm the King of Pol, exceptional detective, outline man, if you don't talk to me and you don't really know me, you just assume I'm some crazy person on the internet. But the reality is, you know, I put on a show. It's a joke.
It's all fake.
You know,
it's all a joke.
It's not real. Like, I'm not running around actually.
It's not real.
Screaming and spouting the things that I'm talking about to
really
people in real life, or interacting in a certain way in the zone, you know, in the Brian zone. And it seems to be misunderstood by a lot of people. I think a lot of people online, you guys, are disconnected. I think we need to have a touch grass moment, if you will.
I just love that video. The fact that he actually went out into a field to literally touch grass is so great. All right, so we have a little thing before the lawsuit threats and everything else. So let's take a look.
So I told this story in a public VC. She was there with Ninja. And it was about this drama involving OnlyFans with this girl, this TikTok girl, where she was turning 18. And I was saying, this OnlyFans should be, banned. This is wrong. It should be brought in. She then went on to fabricate with Dark Ninja that I followed this Little Tay people, or whatever it is. Some Asian. I don't know what she is. She's some TikTok. I don't even have TikTok. Doesn't matter.
Now, I was told that these were fake. But lo and behold, so this is from KingOfPol sharing his DMs to Mr. Deadman. This is from yesterday. I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, where he shared his DMs to Mr. Deadman after presenting it like he had no DMs, literally taking a screen capture and uploading it to Kiwi Farms. Oh, and you know what? This is important context that I missed. The minor said that KingOfPol was lying and all this stuff, but they did have contact. And then after that is when he panicked and then went to Mr. Deadman to release all the DMs. But this one at the bottom, why do you follow Little Tay on Instagram? Because the drama happening around that whore lately, because weirdos are spurging out all over that chick. Why are you trying to stalk my account, F-slur? That's what I thought, bitch. Stay in your fucking lane, you stupid bitch. There is no denial of the Little Tay account, okay? He's literally answering it. He's literally giving the reason that he follows it. So this was a lie. That is a lie.
Another woman, you said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Liar.
Me.
Okay.
She started OnlyFans.
So what I've done in this, we're not going to listen to an hour of King of Pol. I've taken out all the bits that I want, and I put the DMs on screen, and they can be on there. The absurd thing about this is that King of Pol, while doing all this, again, makes violent threats towards the victim. But then also, like, their conversations, and you'll be able to see, it's like all talking about deranged, fucked up swatting and all kinds of crazy shit.
With this girl, this TikTok girl, where she was turning 18, and I was saying, this OnlyFans should be wrong, should be brought in. She then went on to fabricate with Dark Ninja that I followed this Little Tay people, or whatever it is. Some Asian. I don't know what she is. She's some TikTok. I don't even have TikTok.
Yes. I should probably include. So Mr. Deadman has most of it. Now, Mr. Deadman, King of Pol asks, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna have that here. King of Pol wanted Mr. Deadman to take out the legal threats against myself, Kino Shea, and Mr. Mediker. I can't remember if Kino Casino was in there or not. He wanted to take those out. He wanted to take out all the crazy stuff, which he did. So I have some of that and some of the after stuff.
Doesn't matter. Involved in swatting me. She started threatening to swat me, and she started making false pedophile allegations, which we're going to get into after this. So this is where we have a problem, right? This is where the problem starts. We don't like each other. July of 25th, and I tell her, I don't even know your docs, and I know your name, and that's about it. Okay.
I think that is the Angry Joe co-host. I don't.
And I say, chill out, then you're overstepping lines. And she goes, what lines am I overstepping? And now look at what happens a week later. A week later, she randomly contacts me. Do you follow Little Tay on Instagram? So you see what I'm talking about here, Deadman?
Yeah, the Little Tay comes out from nowhere.
Hold on, am I still screen sharing or did it go black? Someone try to call me.
But see, King of Pol lies about this. He says they faked all this stuff, but in these DMs, and I've had the time is a little off, so it's just scrolling through all of them, so it might not be directly where it's supposed to be or whatever, but you'll see them scroll by. He answers and gives an explanation of why he follows Little Tay.
This shit started. Yo, I'll add you. I don't even respond. There's no response in any of this because I had her other account blocked. So
okay. So she tried to reach out to you with another account, but you blocked it. You weren't responding to it.
Correct.
Engaging in it.
I don't want anything to do with her. She's never been in my server. She's never been.
Also, a lot of what they talk about too is King of Pol has this eternal feud, much like everybody else on the internet who has ever come into contact with them. He's in an eternal feud with this man named Dark Ninja. So a lot of the stuff they talk about is Dark Ninja. Dark Ninja is a man that pretends to be a ninja on the internet. His like biggest opposition is a man that pretends to be a ninja on the internet. Anyways.
Around, I don't fucking like her. Clearly, in the DMs you've seen, I don't get along with this stupid bitch. I've never flirted with her.
And again, every single one of them has just attacked. Like this is what you should do. If you should block them. By the way, block them. And then if nothing inappropriate happened, then explain that. But don't attack them. Like King of Pol literally threatens violence against this minor.
I've never said a single sexual thing to her. None of these things happened. And I just showed you my DMs. What? I didn't delete anything. Nothing was edited. You saw it yourself.
I saw it with my own eyes here, yeah. So, and the reason why you're getting roped into this is because Mormon Shaggy and herself are trying to like cast a net on you guys.
Now, well, this is the theory. We're going to go down conspiracy theory lane. People think, because Shaggy doesn't care about being pedo-jacketed. You know this, Deadman. Since Council of Evil Days, Shaggy loves saying fucked up shit. He doesn't care about being called a pedophile. People already do it, just like Axel, right? So the theory
So they've come out with like an elaborate theory that this person and Mormon Shaggy, this is all a gay op. That Mormon Shaggy pretended to talk to the parents and all this stuff, but getting away and leak his entirety of his DMs in a panic with the girl, like months and months and months and months. But also, I refuse to even show the face on screen because it's blatantly obvious to everyone that it is a minor. Like they have acne scarring and everything else. Like, you know, it is a massive cope.
People have is this is a gay op between her and Shaggy because they had this falling out with Dixon, and they all started snaking each other on the 11th of June and Hausmeiser's server, from what we understand. But nobody's in there to screenshot what they were even saying. It's just those retards I told you. So there's no information of what's going on. Hausmeiser would have had to provide it, but he fucked off, right?
So that is the first time that you get the bus thrown under the bus, Mr. Hausmeister. King of Pol's protege. Soon as you, might have some issues, he's fucking tossing you under that bus. It gets worse, too, House. It gets worse.
Okay? So during that time, they have their falling out. Something happens between Shaggy and Raven and them. And what people think is Shaggy is pretending this whole thing up to get everyone to freak out and do a Me Too pedophile Epstein thing. And that this is a complete...
Now, the Epstein, like, this is how, like, just frantic and all over the place King of Pol is. Like, the Epstein, quote-unquote Epstein thing. I did a stream a couple days ago where I said, like, King of Pol and Mormon Shaggy, the Epstein, like, the Sector Epstein or some shit like that. It was just an easy way to, like, just came to mind or whatever. I do not believe that Mormon Shaggy had this elaborate plan to have an Epstein-style hoax around all the people that are in Discord doing all this shit.
Completely gay op thing to get everyone they don't...
Yeah, massive Dog Zero W. That's true.
...don't like fucked on. And it's all fabricated bullshit. The only thing that seems to be legitimate is whatever was said in Hausmeiser's server, which apparently was Hausmeiser asking for feedback.
Oh boy, Hausmeister. No! This is King of Pol. This is the guy that you got in fights with people over to defend his honor and his paranoid delusions.
Is whatever was said in Hausmeiser's server, which apparently was Hausmeiser asking for feet pics, Hausmeiser doing My Little Pony play with her, not me. We just showed that. There's no fucking daddy dom little girl bullshit either. That's disgusting. That's absolutely fucked.
Yes, he's literally taking House and lighting him on fire so that he can just try to get away from all of this shit. He doesn't care who he has to bust. Doesn't matter.
Well, hold on, Brian, just to make sure, because, like, your theory, like, couldn't it be possible with theory.
That's not my theory.
Okay,
that's what...
Now, the other thing about this, too, and actually, I'll actually go to this point now. So, my, like, entire thing about this was that the adults should have known that, obviously, like, if you cannot blame the minor. The adults are at fault here. Now, there's different levels to it. Now, King of Pol wants to act like he knows nothing about any of this stuff. But he knows the entire history of where this person came from and everything else. So let's take a listen to that.
Right? But that was it. But that was all over the Raven stuff. Because she was completely ostracized from all of this. So, like a year ago, around January, this chick shows up from the Music Biz Barty community in Potato's server.
So he knows that they came from the Music Biz Marty community. Now, why is that important? Because this was one of the main sticking points, and I'm just going to read the transcript. So this is the minor talking, right? So it says, Marty, about that. Actually, I don't know the lore about that, so they're talking about Music Biz Marty. But that's cool. Those people actually sniffed me out pretty quickly. In a few months, they're like, quote, "This is obviously a child. You were talking to a child." And Weezus came in, snatched me up, and my white knight, my orange cat, my savior, said, quote, No, this is not a child. He still doesn't believe I'm a child, okay? But yeah, my little Weezus prince came up, swooped me into Sweden, motorboat's arms. No, but yeah, when I first was being called out for like, quote, this is obviously a child, you are harvesting a child in your server, it wasn't as big because it was the Marty Effler, and they hated me. So, again, if people were coming to you guys and telling you this is a minor, or anybody at any fucking point, like the fact that there is like a paper trail to this, and people in the chat, the last time I covered this were saying people knew, Marty's community knew, which is why I guess they got rid of her. So King of Pol knows all this history.
She's completely ostracized from all of this. So, like a year ago around January, this chick shows up from the Music Biz Marty community in Potato's server. She's brought over by Music Biz Marty people, a guy named Port Monkey. Now, this guy is an Australian dude that was wrapped up with all the Cyrax stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And nobody knows anything about her except in the Music Biz Marty community, she would romance troll Cyrax, and she would pretend to be a different person to get Cyrax to publish things that are, let's just say, raunchy, right? And nobody really knew her and liked her. But she went from there because she was looking for someone, some horror cow named Anaconda Sins.
He knows the entire back catalog of this child. All right. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out because, like, that was really my main sticking point is, like, the fact that they said, and that Marty's community found this out, like, sniffed them out really quickly and got rid of them. And then they make an allegation saying that these guys defended her, not being a child and denied it and everything else. The fact that that even happened and it got to this point really should, says a lot about the situation. All right.
What other people are coming up with?
Let me just say,
I don't give a fuck.
That theory, with her track record, wouldn't it be possible that she actually was trying to, like, I guess, pedo bait Mormon Shaggy, and he got caught in the trap? And
I don't know.
I honestly think that. So they were known for like doing this or whatever, which again, you can't hold them accountable for. It's a kid. But I think that after the dad talked to Shaggy and the mom talked to Shaggy, then they just said, fuck it, and then just put everything out.
I mean, it's possible, but I know, and I want to clarify this. Yeah, I don't know what she looks like. I don't give a fuck anything. Nobody should talk to her because this person is alleging they're 15 and is not doxxed from my understanding. And until people find out her real age, everyone should block her. There shouldn't be a reason why Kino Shay, Mr. Medicare, Kino Casino, and Sham I am trying to invite her on streams and DM her.
But so he's just going to lie here, completely fucking lie and make shit up about me.
For more?
Well, actually, Sham did not invite her on a stream.
I don't believe that for a second. That is a grifting retard. I don't. All right, I don't believe that.
Mr. Deadman defending me.
Believe it. Don't care. I don't care. Lies about me all the time.
I was there. I watched it the other day.
I don't care.
He was like, no, we're not going to talk to her. She shouldn't be here.
Are you suddenly logged in?
Yep, and that's the case. And actually, I mean, on Twitter too, they're blocked. Like, that's what you should do. But also, King of Pol, it's so rich for King of Pol to say this, and I don't want to bring up the Twitter, so you just have to take my word. But on that, King of Pol has an account on Twitter where he pretends to be a black man. Okay, this is not a joke. This is real. This is real. He pretends to be a black man to defend himself and to A-log me mostly. And he actually went to the kids' posts and started fighting with them about the allegations that were being made. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the decision-making in the light of all this stuff is, like, atrocious. And it goes to show, like, why something like this happened and how subhuman everyone involved in this is.
Shamu's account, see his DMs. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't believe anything that comes out of that line.
On the stream, he was like, "No, we're not going to talk to her." And he actually disavowed Axel for talking to her.
Really?
Shocking.
Yeah. I'm shocked by that. Okay. Well, all right, minus Sham and the rest of these retards should block her. And it doesn't make any sense why their parents, after finding out she's dating a 38-year-old, is allowing her back on Discord, back on social media, getting interviewed by another pedophile she dated who's 40, telling all these lies, making shit up, changing her username to child.
I mean, the fucked up reality with that is that, you know, the fact that any of this transpired and they're on Discord that much, you know, tells you all you need to know about home life and how probably bad that is. Anyways.
Child of the sector, like this is all a big joke. I was contacted by these retards not too long ago. You know what I told him, Deadman? I said, why don't you go and take my docs and take it to the police? I would love nothing more than you fucking idiots to go return this into the police so she looks like a jackass because there's nothing here. Now, Deadman, you saw my DMs. She was blocked before we even talked. I didn't delete anything. There's nothing edited from my side. I didn't do anything, correct?
I'll just say from what I've seen, I did not see any or any weird, lewd communications back and forth or anything like that.
Now we'll get to it. But there is like something that is inappropriate. Now, is there sexting or any of that shit that he has presented? No. And would I call KingOfPol a pedophile for any of this stuff? No. But there is something that you could say is inappropriate, right? But we'll get to it.
So it could be very possible that you did not have any of those sort of communications at all with her.
I did not. I did not.
At the same time, Mormon Shaggy got caught in one of her traps that she was trying to do, like she did with that TXT guy or someone else. Or
it's a fact. It's a fact.
Right. I do think that the theory that it's a gay op orchestrated by Mormon Shaggy and her is a little rich because Mormon Shaggy is not that smart to do something like that.
She's conniving, but I haven't talked.
She's
like
conniving,
none of us.
What it seems like
Yes. She's never been in my server. My server was made 4 months ago.
Yes. Yeah. KingOfPol's top associates did talk to her in a pretty bad way. I think we're about to get to that.
She's
like
conniving,
none of us.
what it seems like.
Yes. She's never been in my server. My server was made 4 months ago with Sucker Punch and myself, and it was made to bring back my YouTube channel. I was making a whole documentary.
So, well, let me finish that.
On Dark Ninja and that gay fucking group.
So, KingOfPol was making a server to bring back his YouTube channel to make a documentary on his arch nemesis, man that pretends to be a ninja on the internet. Okay, this is real. And he says it's Sucker Punch. So when I heard that, or the person that recorded this and everything and sent it to me heard that, they went to the leaks, and there are leaks for KingOfPol's right-hand man. So here we go. And I'm going to censor myself, obviously, because it's like, I have to, and they're going to flag the shit out of this. But so this is him to the kid. You could just, I'm going to say, J.O. This guy off too, by the way. Probably your speed, right? Why are you thinking about me J.O.ing guys? Weird. Juice, Kitty, Kevin, Axel, kind of your thing. So that is KingOfPol's right-hand man.
Which made Ninja leave and LARP on a sock account named Shrek Snow, which he immediately got caught because the dumbass made a Twitter account where all he does is talk about.
Also, I'm going to defend Shrek Snow for a sec. I don't know about all this, but I think this is completely made. Actually, for context, there needs to be context to this. Because, like, Shrek Snow watches all my stuff. But also, like, right before this call happened, because I was watching the chat, Shrek Snow was, like, pressing KingOfPol. Or said something, you know? And so, in response to this, like, KingOfPol, in his frantic, delusional mind, now thinks that Shrek Snow is Dark Ninja. You see where I'm going with this? And this is how the lies progress with KingOfPol, you know? But, anyway, so I don't think that's true. I literally think that KingOfPol got upset with him and then just created this delusion in his mind.
Magic and Halo Wars on the same fucking account, like a jackass. But we don't care because he went away. All this shit is retarded and gay. She's a piece of shit. I still avow flying out to her house.
So, this stuff, because it will just get it taken down. It is on X. So you hear him say he's going to fly out. And then on X, if you want to go take a look at it, he is threatening the minor child with physical violence.
Retarded and gay. She's a piece of shit. I still avow flying out to her house. No, fuck her, bro. She just tried to pedophile jacket me, and I have kids and a wife. None of that shit is true, and Mr. Medicare is supposedly going to do a stream where he tells his whole audience I kids. Fuck that stupid, stupid little bitch. I don't believe she's 15. I believe she's 20, 21 years old, like she told everyone else, dead man, and I still avow flying to her.
Now, again, he's threatening the minor. And again, I'll restate it. It's like, this goes to show like the decision making and how subhuman everybody involved in this is. That something like this would happen. There's like thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. There is quite literally a victim in the situation. And then they attack, they threaten violence. Like, that has been the reaction. When it should just be block them, move on. If you need to say something to clear whatever up that you didn't know, whatever. But no, it's to blame them, threaten them. And it's just fucking insane, bro.
The same thing I told her last time.
So you showed here that he did not have any, inappropriate communications with her, but you're also showing that you might be drawn to.
Well, this is the conundrum. So it says, why doesn't King of Pol just stop using Discord if he hates drama always happening? Well, this is like the eternal issue with King of Pol. He always says, I have no idea what's going on. I'm not even involved. But yet, again, as I showed earlier, he knows the entire lexicon of this person's lore, what community they come from, everything about them. But somehow he's not involved. He's not, around. It's bullshit. He is around. He is plotting the destruction of his enemies. And so when he ends up with egg on his face, this happens.
Violence, So let's take the high road here.
Like this when someone makes some shit up about me. Are you out of your mind?
I understand.
And Deadman's trying to help him here. Deadman's like, calm down, King of Pol. We don't want to threaten the minor child. We don't want to threaten the child with violence. And he's like, no. He must threaten.
But let's take the high road here.
All right, bro. And you know what's fucked up? Fuck
I don't get this invested.
No, dead man. I get to say this. Fuck Shamoo and all these. Now, one of them reached out to him, tried to be unbiased. These painted me like a pedophile of a false.
I did not. You were a part of the leaks. I covered the leaks. You lied about your DMs with the minor, which I'm covering now because you fucking lied about it. And lied about the little Tay thing you literally show in your DMs with Deadman. So yeah, I'm covering that now. But I am not, I do, like, other people can say and do whatever they want to do. I'm going to give a fair take, I do not think King of Pol is a pedophile for any of this stuff. I do think he is a liar and subhuman for threatening a minor child and probably should just log off the fucking internet.
Accusations. They never question this fucking retarded bitch who's lying and pretending she's 15 when she's 20 years old and telling people she's in a college dorm a year ago. Okay? Nobody questioned any of it. All it mattered is I.
Yeah, and he didn't just lie. He threatened lawfare against myself and Kiwi Farms, Keen O'Shea here in a minute, and Mr. Medicare.
I don't like Brian.
I think the photos we're seeing of her make it hard.
So Deadman's starting to say, well, the photos are pretty bad. They, it looks like a kid.
All it was is I don't like Brian, and I don't give a fuck about him, so I'm gonna fucking slander him on a live stream with thousands.
So then Deadman's trying to think, well, King of Pol is losing his mind in the background, like a rabid animal. He's like, those pictures could be younger, but the problem is that there is a literal video. That was the whole thing. It's like a literal video that was, days ago.
Dozens of people watching, and is I don't like Brian.
I think the photos we're seeing of her make it hard
All
to
it was
question
is I don't like Brian,
and
I don't give a fuck about him, so I'm gonna fucking slander him.
Basically, a child was victimized by gross negligence, which is not the same as being a PDF, but it's still pretty bad. Now, Shaggy, I don't know, it's tough. Yes, 100% agree with you. Yes. For Shaggy, there's logs out there saying that she looks 14. You know what I mean? Shaggy was reading like bedtime stories and all this other shit. but it's gross negligence. Yeah, I think that's a good summation.
On a live stream with thousands of people watching and claim he grooms minors and he should have his kids taken away. These retards, these pedophiles that watch what's his name? That pedophile retarded lolicon VTuber retard. What's Mr. Medicare? Those
Mr. Medicare? Again, King of Pol earlier talking about saving little puppies with Mr. Medicare and Jade. Fucking delusional freak.
are going to run around and now claim that I do this shit unsolicited. They're already writing it on Kiwi Farms. Shamoo promoted it. These deserve.
I run a drama channel. The people that are upset about it can kick rocks. I don't give a fuck. If drama happens, this is like the craziest. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen happen. And it really exposes all of you F-slurs as completely subhuman. So yeah, I'm going to talk about it.
To be fucking taken to court and arrested for all this shit. I want her to go ahead and go to the police with her parents, and I want her to report me so that when I do and I get the police report, I get to drag Jim, I get to drag Sham, Kino Shay, and the rest of these fag court, and they all get doxxed, and I get to laugh when every one of them get fucking slandered.
Oh, there it is. There's the threats. So yeah, I blurred this because again, I'm trying
want her to report me. So unsolicited, they're already writing it on Kiwi Farms. Shamoo promoted it.
So again, King of Pol, it's like King of Pol went to his thread to fight with everybody on Kiwi Farms and make it all about himself, which is fucking crazy. So now any updates or whatever are, happening there. But of course they're not going to have a good faith interpretation. Of course they're not going to be good faith. It's the farms. No shit.
Deserve to be fucking taken to court and arrested for all this shit. I want her to go ahead and go to the
I should be arrested for covering allegations. Okay, bro.
Police with her parents, and I want her to report me so that when I do and I get the police report, I get to drag.
And listen, he wants them to go to the police station with her parents. So what happened to this is all like an op and they're actually an adult. Now we're saying that we want them to go with their parents and do this stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Jim put it. These deserve to be fucking taken to court and arrested for all this shit. I want her to go ahead and go to the police with her parents.
Dixon is in the chat. Dixon, he also talked shit about you. I think that's in here.
And I want her to report me so that when I do and I get the police report, I get to drag Jim, I get to drag Sham, Kino Shay, and the rest of these fag court, and they all get doxxed, and I get to laugh when every one of them get fucking slandered and ran through the fucking mud by the judge when he tells them all that they're fucked and they're retarded for reporting some shit like this without doing due diligence. You retarded made a fake fucking documentary hit piece on me without talking.
So now we've morphed from this controversy into my video. And by the way, let me just point this out for everybody, okay? Like, compared to the commentary space, this space has, people need to get some thicker skin. You can talk about, I'll make videos on whoever, and they do not act like this. And King of Pol, I guess I'll go through my history when we play the call. Yeah, I'll do that. But let me play this one more time so you guys can get it. So he's threatening myself, Kino Shay, and Mr. Medicare with litigation.
I want her to report it unsolicited. There are pedophiles that watch what's his name? That pedophile retarded lolicon VTuber retard. What's Mr. Medicare? Those are going to run around and now claim that I do this shit unsolicited. They're already writing it on Kiwi Farms. Shamoo promoted it. These deserve to be fucking taken to court and arrested for all this shit. I want her to go ahead and go to the police with her parents, and I want her to report me so that when I do and I get the police report, I get to drag Jim, I get to drag Sham, Kino Shay, and the rest of these fag court, and they all get doxxed, and I get to laugh when every one of them get fucking slandered and ran through the fucking mud by the judge when he tells them all that they're fucked and they're retarded for reporting some shit like this without doing due diligence. You retarded made a fake fucking documentary hit piece on me without talking to me once, made up a bunch of shit.
Now, I will talk about this one right now. So, most of the videos I make, I always reach out to the person I'm making a video on. The reason that I didn't reach out to King of Pol in this case to talk about any of this stuff is because he's a chronic, pathological liar. He's like the biggest liar. And also, he tries to emotionally manipulate people when he's being pressed or when his crimes are being brought up to get them to stop or to, not do whatever they're doing, even if it's just a video, whatever. So I knew if I reached out to KingOfPol, he was going to say all this crazy shit. He was going to make me feel guilty for literally just cataloging what he has done online. Like, he is a public person. He was one of the biggest people in Gamergate, okay? And he's had large feuds with Mr. Medic or Ethan Ralph, all these people. But he would still cry about it and say that all these horrible things were going to happen because of a video or something like that, And of course, I would have, because I do, I'm kind of a softy a bit. So I could, so there was no point in like having him do that. But that's what would have happened. That's why I didn't reach out to KingOfPol when making the video.
Shit, claim Jonathan Ross wasn't a pedophile, which is insane. You have what's coming to you. The moment this stupid bitch gets exposed and I get to go to the courts, I'm dragging as many of you fucking retards that made this shit up and try to ruin my life, where these idiots are gonna fuck with my wife and my kids because you want to fucking lie and claim I kid.
Yeah, so I obviously disavow any kind of anything like that. I haven't seen anything like that happen, but this is where KingOfPol always goes, to where it's like, by bringing up allegations made publicly about him, all of these terrible, terrible things are going to happen. Like, this is where he always goes.
It's after you lie,
which I disavow, and, obviously would have nothing to do with.
About me loving and all this dumb shit. Fuck all of you. So now that you know, dead man, you got on record that I didn't do shit, that I have nothing to do with this, that this stupid,
that's what I've
retarded
seen.
bitch,
You here. You did not do anything with Raven. You didn't
idiotic,
do anything with
fake
Raven.
15-year-old is lying about everything and claiming I'm in these servers when I'm not.
Like, you
fuck her, bro.
Wanting to take everyone to court for defamation is like crazy.
Oh,
because it's not gonna work.
I can't wait.
This YouTube.
I can't wait.
Come on, man.
I can't wait. You bet.
Okay, so I put this here. Let me see if I can actually catch it.
This YouTube.
I can't wait.
Come on, man.
I can't wait.
KingOfPol basically brings up, he makes some insane challenge openly for people to do insane shit. That's I just did not want, like, he's just like provoking, and that's when I took that out. And also, we don't have to go over everything, but that's the context for this. That's what he's talking about.
You best believe I'm going to go for damages because these retards want to report false accusations.
I think this is why the
never
trolls,
won.
if you are being trolled with or messed with, or the reason why they mess with you so much, you kind of encouraged them. Like, if I was like I don't know, like, that sounds like a...
Yes, he encourages them, and like literally will go live and call whoever these people are, getting these long drawn out battles where he like calls them pedophiles and all kinds of crazy shit.
Like a test or a challenge.
Whatever, dead man. What the fuck ever, bro.
Not for me.
You know damn well I'm in the right. You used to be a child protective services worker, you fucking retard, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Dead man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm not invested in this stuff like that. I work and then
Well, neither am I. But when some retarded fucking fake 15-year-old claims that you're doing daddy dom little girl play and your children and your little Epstein Island on Discord, that's a little fucked, considering I'm super dumb.
Unless she could show something, and unless she could show anything, everything she said. Okay, and unless she could show any receipts of any of that, that's just whatever she says, which is just.
And I agree, like, for big claims like that, there needs to be receipts. And I'll go into like the one thing that I took issue with that I thought was inappropriate, but there was no like back and forth sexting or any kind of shit like that in the DMs that KingOfPol presented. Now, with a lot of this stuff, it's like more could be presented or something could happen, but as of right now, that is not here.
Just whatever. It's nonsense.
All right. Well, you've got
That's
the
the way I
receipts.
look at it.
You've got the receipts, Dead Man.
Yes, and it's like, again, it goes to show like the arrested development of like so many of these people involved, that the amount of like hatred and also like blaming that they're doing. I mean, like KingOfPol literally is threatening violence. It's absurd.
I saw your messages. There wasn't anything there.
You can go ahead and declare that I've done nothing wrong. Nothing was deleted. She was still blocked. Nothing was edited. Correct?
Brian,
I mean, well, you didn't block her on Twitter when you were responding to the account while you were pretending to be a black man.
Yeah,
fuck every one of you stupid little
What?
I can't. I dare one of you motherfuckers to try something. Fuck you. You were in the chat claiming I was a pedophile after you banned Jake.
You know that I'm not a moderator.
So there's my video. Yo, thank you for the gifted sub. I'm gonna chill right now. Anyways, let's go. All right. So if you can hit the like button, it helps get the stream to more people. If you want to share it or whatever, support, you can do so with the links in the description. All that stuff's enabled. But hit like, it's free, helps the stream. So thank you guys. This is funny though. So TXT is linking my video.
Shamoo's chat, you know.
Yeah, I know you're not Brian Dunn, precurious child for people. I know you're not that guy. Thanks, Rizza.
So the communications too, it's like mostly about insane shit. Like this person is after me. This person is trying to dox me. And so, like that is like the majority. It's just insane shit.
I don't know her
But there's nothing in there that's like PDF or whatever. You know what I mean?
age. I never confirmed her age. I never asked.
No, I know, but let me know.
So let me go to the thing I posted that I just took issue with, right? All right, where is it? So yeah, this one. So they're asking if they're hung. Are you being retarded intentionally? I said I pretended to be an Italian guy in LA named Robert who worked in the corn industry for Harvey Weinstein. Read the room. It was funny as fuck. Retard Mexican pretended to be some dumbass woman. Was you LARPing. Pick your poison, by the way. Okay, so that was the one thing. It's like, if there, you probably shouldn't be talking to a minor about pretending to be a man in the corn industry or anything like that. But on the culpability scale of all this stuff, it's way down there. So it's inappropriate, yes. But is he sexting or trying to get with a minor? No. We haven't seen anything like that so far. So there you go.
I know that. Yeah, I know that now, right? But like the thing is now I lost my train. Oh, when you were
I mean, listen to how KingOfPol talks about the child. Is this how he talks to? Oh, well.
When it really,
I wouldn't know.
When I really believed that she was underage was when Shaggy said that her father took the phone from her and started yelling at him.
Here's the thing, though,
When I believed it was when she videoed her own face. I was like, that is a child.
So after he presents all the DMs to Deadman, apparently he comes in like 10 minutes later or whatever to try to get Deadman to take out the lawsuit litigation threats, which he did, but we listened to, and to take out some of the stuff that happened.
The thing is, all right, minus me doing the cop bit at the end because I thought it was funny, but on a real
Also, there are quite a bit. I mean, we've been going here for a minute. There are quite a bit.
No, the thing is this is Mormon Shaggy. This guy habitually, literally just lies for attention.
Yeah,
I mean,
all the time.
Guy who would absolutely go out of his way to pedojack himself because he has done it about a billion times.
Yeah, he used to do it all the time, right? About the underage. And I used to yell at him.
He literally, like, I hang out with Eurostim. So I hang out with Eurostim and play Rocket League.
But Shaggy did it with DJ Axel. Shaggy did it with DJ Axel.
But that's not even that. So, like, I'll hang out.
Yes, I apologize for the quote unquote woman that's in the call right now. Sorry.
With
I am
Euros
sorry.
and the boys.
Yeah.
We'll watch like the AFL with Bronx or something, or play Rocket League. And they still watch him, so they'll tell me what's going on with him and Warhammer. And it's the same shit, like as it was like 4 years ago, whenever I used to stream, you know. And I'm like,
so do you think there was like a falling out or something, and he got pissed?
Well, they had
a pedo jacket.
That was what I explained to Deadman. So
total nightmare blunt rotation going on right here.
On the 11th, Hausmeister did this stream exposing Dixon, and Dixon did a video on his old channel. It got flagged down. Exposing Hausmeister and them for doing some weird shit in his server.
Another Hausmeister mentioned. Well, you're getting bust, Hausmeister. You're getting bust.
Right, I vaguely remember that.
And it was like I wrote a comment on there saying, dude, I can't remember the comment was. It was like something along the lines of, you should really just move away from these guys. They're bad people. We moved away like almost a year ago. Dixon.
Yeah. So he comes in here And he says like, "Oh, I was just pretending." I think we've got there, but he's like, "Oh, I went into King of Pol mode." It's like, no, this is just how King of Pol is. Like, it doesn't matter if he's like in any VC or anything. He'll just like lose it, get frantic, and do all this crazy shit. That's just who he is.
He openly made an hour-long video where he lied and claimed thanks Brian, like I was involved, and he knew he was the one that was in Housemaster's server and stayed there when they did all this stuff, and none of us were there.
Yeah.
I don't think any of that, no, shut up, Shay. I don't think any of that is going to save you from Jim's wrath.
I want to know.
The thing is, Rizzo, I don't care about any of that. They've always lied about me, and they always make up shit about me. It's not going to affect my job.
It's nothing new. It's nothing new, like Brian, right? It's like, okay, let's go again, I guess, you know?
It's a Tuesday.
Well, it's a little new. It's a little bit new. Okay, this is a little bit new. There was a controversy where Mormon Shaggy was, you know, depending on your perception of it, grooming a child. That came to light. And then when it blew up, King of Pol lied to everybody, said that there were no DMs. He had people messaging me to make corrections about all this shit, and then frantically went on to Deadman's to upload his entire DMs after he was caught and called out for not posting the other one with the other account. So yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy. It is a little bit new, okay? It's a little bit fucked. And then not only that, but in the process of that, made violent threats.
Like, I recorded person.
You put us in the Brian zone. I missed the Brian zone.
The only thing that I had forgotten about was that I had blocked Raven's original account, so I had to go find it.
Gotcha.
That's his explanation. Oh, I actually forgot. You know, I told everybody and uploaded a screen recording. And you've seen how long these are. These go on for quite a while. I do not believe that he forgot. I think he tried to lie to everybody because he was frantic and freaking out that people were going to draw conclusions. And then after the miner said that he's lying, he did this whole thing with Deadman. That is the sequence of events that happened.
So when I found it, I was like, hold on, Deadman, I can screen share this because she's still blocked. Like,
I missed that because I was at work, so I didn't even get to see the context.
You'll see it on whenever he does his little stream or goes over it because he comes in and I screen share it for me, literally starting at my DMs to. The only thing that's that I understand that when we went through it, we were kind of trying to figure stuff out is real. Is everything that was posted in Housemaster server by them is real. Almost not.
Everything that was posted in Housemaster server is real. It's tough. It's tough. So, enjoy the bus, House, as King of Pol lights you on fire to go out and sneakily lie about what messages he sent to Miner.
None of it is DM. It's all in his server. But no one knew. No one.
I'm telling, like, and that's the other thing. It's like the chatter around this, too, is from the people that some of the people that were like peripherally were involved about the Pokemon cards and all this shit. It seems like there was a lot more than just what's happened. That's just my impression and speculation.
No one knew about it for months because no one.
Is the server pretty small? Is his community pretty small still, or is it pretty? Has it grown?
Deleted everything.
He deleted. Yeah, Rizza told me he deleted absolutely everything.
So like when it came out, he was like.
I haven't just to pop in. I haven't verified it, but that's what I've heard.
Well, when no one would join his server anyway, but he was still in mine. So when all this stuff came out,
who wants to join the pedo server? No.
Well,
nobody.
When all this stuff came out, the last thing House said to me was, I got.
There was clearly a lot of stuff happening in these VCs with Raven and King of Pol and Impressa. Yeah, people have I saw that Mr. K posted some link where it's like a crazy VC recording that they did where they're talking. It's super inappropriate. It's probably illegal, to be honest with you, the stuff that they were saying to her. I'm pretty certain, I'm pretty certain that it is. So yeah, there's all kinds of really bad shit.
Gotta leave. It's gonna get really bad for me. And then he deleted everything. And I was like, what the fuck? And then
that's the other thing. So he brings up, yo, thank you. I don't know what that is, but thank you for the gift, the flow state. But That's the other thing about this. So, like, King of Pol's throwing House under the bus, but probably deservedly so. I mean, the fact that the victim made an allegation that there was, like, My Little Pony stuff, and then you just delete everything is pretty bad. But, you know, I will say that we haven't seen receipts or anything like that for that, but it's a very, very terrible look. And I think King of Pol's about to say that Hausmeister told him, like, I've got to leave right now. This is going to look terrible for me.
Hey, now, when I was going to come out, the last thing House said to me was just, I got to leave. It's going to get really bad for me. And then
I got to leave if this is going to get really bad for me. Bruh.
The pedo server. No.
Well, when
Hear that one more time.
When all this stuff came out, when I was going to come out, the last thing House said to me was just, I got to leave. It's going to get really bad for me. And then
Not good. What did House know? For real. And what was House lying to all these guys about? Now, you have to remember that Mr. K, when this stuff first happened, went on to Hausmeister's stream to say, I've done an internal investigation. I've cleared him of all charges. Which I'm assuming was Hausmeister telling him nothing happened, nothing is going on here. And then Mr. K just trusted him and then got out the broom and swept. So he totally fucked you over, by the way. But what did he know where it's so bad? He's like, I've got to leave. I got to delete everything. This is going to be really bad for me.
he deleted everything. And I was like, what the fuck? And then at the time he was claiming he didn't say anything weird. But then but the thing is Raven lied and claimed these were all DMs, but it's literally House's server. So like this was all
well, and this is another one of the lies that was fed to me, and like, you know, woe is King of Pol, was they told me that some of these were DMs when I first showed on the first stream, but they told me, this is one of the lies that they fed to me to try to pressure me into making a correction or whatever, was that none of them were DMs. They were all in a public server. Well, that was a lie. So in my last stream, when I talk about that, the receipts all being from a public server, that's just a lie. That's not true. Some of them were from DMs. And you could see them when King of Pol presents them on Deadman's.
If you were in there, or if I was in there, right, Shaylin, you would have seen this for months. Right. Like doing crazy swatting stuff and gooning with this underage
It doesn't shock me at all.
Yeah, no, and it's like, okay, dude, like, all right, so like none of us knew any of this, but because I made fun of y'all on that stupid ass stream, you're all gonna wrap me into it. You have to put Brian on it, and it was like, and other people were saying,
do you think that Jim is gonna try and pin?
I mean, I don't even think it's like you were part. Like there were messages. You know what I mean? There were things posted. Again, the culpability scale, King of Pol is down there compared to Shaggy or Weezus or Hausmeister. At least from what we've seen so far. But yeah, of course they're going to talk about it, dude.
Everything that everything done on you.
He's already written that. He's already written. Every time someone explains to him what's going on, he literally writes, so this happened in King of Pol's server. He's the main guy. He's Jeffrey Epstein. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, he's the guy that if he actually runs like that, like, I could probably get a defamation suit if I really want to spend the money on it.
So more threats towards Jim, more threats towards Mr. Medicare about defamation lawsuits.
I'm sorry you have to deal with this, Brian, but it is kind of par for the sector. Like,
and again, he's saying, why would Mr. Medicare make this about me? And I played a clip earlier where King of Pol for the last decade has gone to every single Discord server or group and told fake stories about knowing Jim and saving puppies or going to arcade. The one I always heard was, we went to an arcade. It was like Mr. Medicare, Jade, and myself. And then in the new recording that dropped, that Godwinson put out, we were saving puppies, or he saved puppies, and all this crazy elaborate shit.
I hear people talk about stuff that I know about. They're so incorrect and so wrong.
I haven't been part of the sector in years. Like, whatever that is, I don't know what it is. But yeah,
he has no idea what's going on.
If you see that, tell him to edit that part out. I was just fucking.
Which part did you want edited?
When I'm screaming
Here
like a
we
retard
go.
about suing the
Edit that part out. Hide the evidence.
world because they thought it would be funny. Like, whatever that is, I don't know what it is.
But yeah, if you see Ted, tell him to edit that part out. I was just fucking.
Which part? Which part did you want edited?
When I'm screaming like a retard about suing the world because they thought it would be funny.
Okay.
But I kind of.
But isn't that the King of? That is like original King of
Trying to cover up his crimes. Literally 10 minutes later.
Pol. Like you really
Yeah,
want
I know.
to do that?
I'm not actually. I don't want to sue people, and that will invite really bad.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell him to edit the suing part out right now.
Don't let anybody know that. What the fuck?
I did DM him to ask him to edit out where I actually open up into the DMs because that shows like all my shit, and I don't really because people will just pick that apart. I don't really want to do that.
Say Brian is asking that you edit out when he's yelling about suing all of us, and we know who we fucking are. And I'm sitting here like, oh no, all I have is an Xbox. All I have is a PS5, and my kid stole $500 from me recently.
If he can just edit out,
I'm gonna sue you for your PS5 shit.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like he realized that he was being recorded. So then he comes back in here to say, oh, I was just, So there is some of that going on too.
If he can edit out the part where I originally opened the DMs and just show the DMs themselves, right? Everything.
Right. You want him to start from what? Sorry, I am actually relaying this information.
No, I said if you could tell him to edit out where I open up my DMs.
Okay.
When I originally screen share to show him the DMs, because in that you could see like people are retarded on Kiwi farms and stuff. They actually stop see me.
Yeah. So but just when the DMs open up, not so you can see names or anything like that.
Yeah, you'll see everyone in my DM list, and I don't want to make people mad, being like, "Why is this up there?"
Yeah, I don't want people looking at my DM list either. I totally understand. Brian wants you to edit out the suing the world part. And
we just show only
when he goes crazy.
All right. So that was that. That was some of the stuff that Deadman didn't have in there. Threatening to sue myself, Keen O'Shea, Mr. Medicare. Threatening to beat up a minor. He did that too a couple times, which is crazy. Let me see if there's anything that I missed on this. Final word, I guess. I mean, my final word is this, KingOfPol, in the process of threatening to sue me, stated he had no DMs with Raven. Then on Kiwi Farms later, he stated he had no DMs with Raven. Then KingOfPol uploaded a video of DMs from an account trying to say this is proof until the victim in the situation said that he was lying and then went to Deadman to upload all this stuff. And in the process, exposed himself for not only lying about having DMs with the minor, but lying about this little this DM is real. This was a part of the DMs that he showed to Deadman. Now, I don't know, maybe he's saying that they faked the date, but KingOfPol doesn't clarify. He just says, it's all a lie, it's all a lie. So, and as far as the DMs go, I mean, it's pretty crazy to be talking about all your ops and like this person swatting with a minor and the stuff about the hung stuff and Ron Jeremy and stuff. It's inappropriate, but it's not sexting. He was not, grooming or anything like that, at least with the evidence that we have so far. And the reason I'm covering it is because he lied about the DMs. And then somebody that he lied to felt the need to come to me to make a correction, which turned out to be a lie that he exposed himself the next day. So that was it. That's my final word on KingOfPol. I think that's it. Oh, there is one more thing too. For the people that are blaming this girl, just Google it, dude. Like, if you sent explicit pictures and they lie about their age, which is what this is Googling, you are still generally legally responsible. If you have lewd communications or whatever and they lie about their age, you are still legally responsible. You are not the victim. So that's my final word on that. There we go. Oh, the Godwinson clip. Yes. Dude, there's no way. I don't know what I'm going to do with this VOD because like I said, the last one too, it was like crazy. They just flagged so much, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, we can play this. Fuck it. And figure it out later. So So this is a recording of King of Pol that Godwinson put out, who's come back and made a couple videos under the Kino Dogme 2007. Duplicate that, and we will take a listen. So I guess for context, this is King of Pol finding out that I am making a video on him, making a documentary. And, well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I think they'll talk about it. He'll question why. So.
Time I talked to you, there weren't even multiple Google numbers.
Just FOIA it. I just want you to FOIA.
Admit that this is a storyline that you came up with. Maybe there was one number that texted you this stuff.
God, man.
Which is what you told me, which would at least make sense, and maybe you accused the wrong person.
I made a mistake. I was flustered. It happened just that moment, and I spoke out of turn because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
So I think they're talking about the accusation that King of Pol made to Weezus was that while King of Pol was live, he said that Weezus sent him CSAM over the phone. And I think he's since admitted that that was all a lie, and he was called out at the time for lying about it.
And guess what? Months and months later, after police investigated, I was fucking wrong. Okay, so I'm sorry that I mismatched my words because someone sent me a fucking
yes,
job.
Yeah, and that is a great point, Clearhanger. This is crazy because wasn't King of Pol hanging out with Weezus and Plate and Raven after? Yes, after accusing them of sending him these illicit pictures. He hung out. Which is crazy.
Mismatch anything. You said this person sent me CP. There's no mismatch of words.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. I'm making it all up. Just FOIA it. I don't give a fuck, man. You waste all my fucking time. Why have me waste my breath if you're just gonna be a fucking piece of shit?
Because you keep spinning stuff that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll make a poll in the chat. Let's do that.
Doesn't make any sense, Brian.
Anything.
I just want you to be honest.
Thank you for the donation, by the way. Thank you.
I am. That's what's crazy about this is I'm literally being honest, and you're fucking crazy.
I just don't understand how 4 different Google numbers are all in the same text.
You don't understand how anything works. You can't understand how nothing works. What has happened to you in the last 6 months, person? There's something going on with you that has fucked you up mentally.
And you know your description of the picture has also changed.
We're not doing this.
The first time you told me about this picture, you said it was a little girl in the bathtub.
What has happened to you IRL?
Now it's a boy in the bathtub.
What has happened to you IRL that has fucked your brain up this much?
So everything is different. Going on. You cannot keep a lie straight.
What do you mean everything's different? Nothing is different.
Your description of the picture is different.
Arsip, you fucking moron. I've not once told anybody, not a fucking soul about what was sent to me. So what are you talking about? Just FOIA it. Stop arguing me with these fucking gotchas. This isn't a show. I thought you were my fucking friend. I gave you one chance.
I was your friend. I tried my hardest to keep you out of trouble. I swear to God.
By the way, just for context on this too, King of Pol for months and months and months. I mean, his flagging thing, like, it's honestly notorious. But Perspicacity would cover some of his antics and stuff, and every single time get flagged down, flagged down, flagged down. He is like one of the worst offenders about that.
On retards like you, buddy. Brian, I give you one chance to sit there and go, all right, maybe this retard will listen and fucking understand something.
I swear to God, I tried to help. I swear to God, I was a friend to you, Brian, and I really did try to look out for you.
Where like everything is spun up, and the FBI works underneath me, and the police are working with me, and it doesn't matter if I give you fucking videos, I give you audio, I give you screenshots. Gotcha. Now you're
so again, it's worth repeating that King of Pol has since came out and said that he was lying. Like, that happened. I remember him making a statement about that.
Been webs like I've told this story.
You know, he's lying to Perspicacity here.
I've never been on stream and told the story. I sat there in the audio you just heard 2 weeks after your Brioshima stream. I told even Dark Ninja in private.
Brian, you have told the story on stream.
No, I have not. It happened on stream. That's the most you've got. I have never gone on stream and said, this is what's happened. You don't know what you're talking about. No, I didn't.
You did.
Just stop.
I'm sorry, Brian.
No, you're not sorry. You're such a fucking misery. You are like fucked.
All right, let's get into the
in your head somehow, some way.
I hope you do take this in the spirit. I'm telling
you accused Jarbo that he swatted you.
thing.
Man, Shamo's a fucking piece of shit. What is
Brian? All I know is that there's people.
I mean, I'll just privacy complain it, and it probably
Here we go.
mentally
Sorry,
in your
guys.
head, somehow, some way that you have to spin these things and create
Because I'm not
realities
buying
around you
this
that just aren't
bullshit.
fucking real. I'm sorry. So, only thing I'm mad about is you waste my fucking time.
I
So,
just can't make any sense of
anything.
this.
Anyways, I appreciate what you told me, Adam. I mean, I'll just privacy complain it, and it probably will get taken down.
I'll just flag it immediately. It wasn't even out at this point, by the way. Wasn't even out. And he's just like, I'm going to flag it.
I don't know what this guy could even say
You're
or what he could even find.
Well, I know
Most of the
that.
shit-
All I know is that there's people in there that he's interviewed, a fucking whole host. And I'll give you this one tip, Brian. He's so he's got Jarbo for an extended interview in the thing.
Man, Jarbo's a fucking piece of shit. What does Jarbo have to do with anything?
Brian, I hope you do take this in the spirit. I'm telling
you. Jarbo.
By the way, if you haven't watched, that video is the one I'm most proud of. The audio quality, hold on. The audio quality from the mic is bad, which sucks. But all the interviews and stuff and like piecing it all together and going back through the history, it was a lot of fun.
He swatted you many years ago.
Well, look, first tip, just let me tell Brian, and I hope you do take this in the spirit, because I mean, I'm giving you this really across the bow here. I haven't seen the documentary, but I know what's going to be in it, and I know what Shamoo has access to. Shamoo has also FOIA requested the documents from your dad's arrest, and he's going to be putting that in the documentary.
I did put it in the video because KingOfPol at the time, it was a huge controversy. KingOfPol's dad is a pedophile, and he lied to everybody on the farms about what happened. And so, yes, I FOIA'd it, and it's in there because it's a part of the story, and it's something he lied about publicly, and there was drama around it.
Him having the gun and all this sort of shit.
He's getting flagged. It's going to get privacy complaint. It's going to go down.
Yeah.
And by the way, also, KingOfPol, after the video was put out, thanked me for doing it and asked for the FOIA, which I was happy to do. And he said, you know what? You didn't do anything too crazy. You just covered the history. If you give me my dad's FOIA request, we'll call it good. And I said, yeah, sure. And I gave him the FOIA request, and that was supposed to be it. Now, of course, that didn't happen. Like KingOfPol since then, constantly lies about me and goes around all over town, as Godwinson would say, and just talks a load of, makes up fantasies, as he does with Medicare and all these other people. But that was his reaction at the time.
Or something.
He's got some transcript. I don't know if it's true or not, but in the transcript it says something about your dad having a gun for himself if ever the police came, or some shit like that.
Thank you for the $4.99. Could you remind the members of the fair and impartial jury to vote guilty? Yes, there is a fair and impartial. There is we do have a poll up for if KingOfPol is guilty of his crimes. You can vote yes or no.
I hope that is this moment of charity from me, so you're not blindsided by it, so you can make the police transcript that Shamoo was FOIA'd the request for. Something to that effect. When the police set up like a sting operation for him when he was doing security. From what I've not read the documents, but Shamoo is going to include them in the video.
What is wrong with you people?
So let me talk a little bit.
Doesn't have anything to do with me.
Thank you for the gift.
Hasn't my family suffered enough with the kiwi farms and stuff? That this has to be a thing now? Then there's got to be documentaries on people that have not. I don't even have a channel anymore. I don't even stream. You got it. What did I do to Shamoo that this needs to be like a thing now?
What did you do? So what did you do, KingOfPol? Why I decided to make the video. And by the way, well, I'll get through it. So KingOfPol blackmailed me using my friends' drama and all this stupid shit that I don't even get around anymore. So he was blackmailing me while I was live on with, I think it was Ethan Ralph about that, saying that he was going to make this stuff public. He basically increased and made the situation worse and was threatening me. Then he went on a bunch of streams, called me a pedophile and all this crazy shit. And so I was like, well, I can do like a short response, but King of Pol has a very storied history online that's interesting. Basically, if King of Pol is around you, it's the mark of death. You can bet that something terrible is going to happen, and he will literally burn everything down around him. This happened in Gamergate. This happened with the Sons of Kojima. It's happening right now. We're literally in that situation right now. So I thought, okay, well, instead of responding to this stupid bullshit lies, I'll just make a cool video going through his history online because no one's done it yet. It'll be interesting. And then I talked to the people that have known him for a long time that told all these stories. And yeah, I mean, I love that video. I really do. So
because
that's why.
I mean, I've not been keeping up, so I don't necessarily know how you and Shamoo have fallen out. But I didn't realize.
I don't even know what he looks like. I don't even know what he looks like. I've never done anything to the guy.
The thing is, I didn't know you'd fallen out enough for him to do like a fucking documentary on you.
That is not true.
It shocked me as well. I was like, what? So, but that's all I know. But from what I understand, it's a few hours long or whatever.
It is 4 fucking hours long, baby. It's 4 hours long. It is crazy. It is like the craziest effort post video.
It's gonna get privacy complaining, especially with that. It's gonna get taken down immediately.
It's gonna get. See, this is why it sucks. Like, even though I'm defending King of Pol on like the situation with the girl, right? I do not believe he is as guilty as Mormon Shaggy or these other guys. He did not sext or do any of these things. I defended him on that. Even if you do that, he will still, after this stream, be losing his fucking mind about me trying to paint him as a PDF and all that stuff, even though I'm not trying to do that. And he will flag like crazy. Like, that's just who he is.
Just put it somewhere else. That's fine.
But look, that was just my bit of fucking. I don't know if you call it charity, but it was just a little heads up of what I know is coming, so I can just sort of
give me 2 minutes, please.
Do I have any idea why he keeps saying Raven is... Well, that's just like the theory that these people, as they've scrambled, have come up with, that this is some insane, elaborate op by like Mormon Shaggy or DJ Axel or any of these other people. So he keeps repeating it, but then he'll go back and forth. Like when he talks about going to the police, he's like, she should go to the police with her parents, and then I can sue Mr. Medicare, Shamoo, and Kinoche. It goes back and forth. But then there's a reason why I don't want to show like her face or anything. Because I mean, to most people, it's like, seems pretty apparent that this is a minor. You were convinced he was making calls. Let me fast forward a bit. Maybe he was making some calls to put the hit out.
Okay, I'm back.
This is an interesting post. King of Pol manipulated the whole anti-casino sector and then betrayed all of them. Real. Real.
I'm sorry, I wasn't hearing anything you were saying. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
No, I thought Adam was still speaking about something.
No. So, okay. I don't know. I don't have really anything else to really say.
Yeah. I mean, I'll read the DM I got from Shamoo, Brian, just so you are aware of the information that I know.
Is there a way?
Yeah, this is Shaggy and Nuncemaster are by far the guiltiest in this, but King of Pol would bear the biggest cross. And there's a reason for this, and it's from his own actions. He immediately went on to his thread and argued all night with the owner of it. Immediately fought them on everything. that he lied about it, which is crazy. It's crazy because the DMs aren't like, there's like one thing that you could call inappropriate, but he was not doing, there's no proof so far of some of the allegations being made against him. But he still lied about even talking to them and then presented information to mislead people. Like, it's crazy how much he just completely implodes and self-immolates himself.
Oh, God, I can't believe I'm even doing. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
Honestly, legendary shit. It really is.
I might bounce, boys.
Yeah.
By the way, we have a lull.
Is there anything else really left to say?
182 live, 76 likes, hit like.
My piece. I don't know.
If you want to support, I appreciate it. Fast forwarding. Let me just skip around, guys. He did leave.
And I can like.
Here we go.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah. Is there a way? Is there a way maybe me, you, and him can sit down and I can like rehash this out without needing to put my family through a lot of problems?
I'm not.
It has nothing to do with like that documentary. It's like his history in Gamergate and all this other stuff. There is the one thing about his dad because that was part of the drama. He took up for his dad on the website, said that it wasn't true. All this stuff wasn't true. There's plenty of posts. You can go watch it right now. And that's why that's in there. But, he always turns it into this where it's like, people are attacking my family. People are coming after my family. It has nothing to do with your family. There's no interest in that. I totally disavow anything like that. But it always goes to this extreme,
I'm nothing to do with it, really, Brian. All I know is it's coming. It's, it's like a week or two away, according to this DM. And that was
yes. Also, hash this out. As if you're going to flush a 4-hour doc. Dude, yeah, a lot of time went into that.
Last week.
Absurd.
So,
so there's nothing.
That was my
there's no way that
shot across the bow just to make sure that it's not going to blindside you so completely.
Is there? So you're saying there's no way I could just sit down with this guy and like have like a conversation with him to calm this down a little bit?
I mean, if you want my honest opinion, Brian. If you want my honest opinion, Brian, any conversation you would have with Shamoo will be recorded and included in the documentary, right? Do you know what I mean?
Well, to be honest, like, I did not, because he would immediately try to emotionally manipulate me if I talked to him about any of this stuff, right? And like I said, I'm kind of a softie, just on the real. So I knew that and also he's a chronic liar. So it's like nothing he says you can really take at face value. And he would cry and emotionally manipulate to try to stop it when I had been working on it for months and months and months and months,
Yeah, that's illegal though.
Well, this guy.
That's literally illegal. Like he didn't have me sign any permission slips to do any of that kind of stuff. You can't just do that without people being aware of it or even knowing that. That's absolutely illegal.
But Brian, do you think these?
I'm not even trying to go that route.
Do you think these guys give a flying fuck? Do you know what I mean, Brian?
Yeah, this is. So I should probably give. This is an old recording, right before my documentary on KingOfPol came out, and I interviewed Perspicacity and Godwinson because I wanted it to be accurate from their perspective. I really needed people that were around that talked to him, to give their opinions on all this stuff. And so they went to him afterwards and to let him know, so it didn't come as a shock to him, which is fine. I obviously don't give a fuck. But yeah, and also permission slips, like this is some kind of Netflix thing. It's like, no, this is just a YouTube video. You have a history online, a very storied history. I should be able to talk about that in all your dramas and everything else. It's the way every other community works. It's not this insane shit where it's like all of a sudden you take it to this mass extreme. People make videos on people all the time, It's just bizarre.
These sorts of people. This is what I'm saying.
They're just like Perspicacity here. They don't. You spend an hour and 30 minutes trying to have a conversation with them, and it's just gotchas and autistic rhetoric about bullshit they don't even, and you just a waste of time. So I just was maybe thinking if you were there as a mediator and we could just hash this out, that my family can have a little bit of
going to listen to me,
a decade
Brian.
of bullshit. I'm
I'll tell you. You know,
I'm going to
Shamoo-
assume he's interviewed everybody who hates me, and he's going to go over shit that's probably lost. It's going to mainly be about my dad. He's going to accuse me of being a pedophile, probably.
No.
He's going to accuse me because King of Pol probably thinks that because that's what he did to me. That's what he does to people. Accuses them of shit like that. But no, there was nothing in the doc about that. The drama with his pedophile father was like 5 minutes. You know, it was very quick, but that's part of the story.
Oh,
I don't think
that's... It's gonna be all about my Kiwi Farm stuff, and he's gonna have people like fucking Vider.
I would definitely push back against that. I don't think anybody's gonna call you.
You have nothing to do with it, Perciv. It doesn't matter.
All I know is that he's interviewed. I know he's interviewed Jarbo. He's got Grossly on an interview. Some other people as well. Yeah.
Worldwide, yeah.
Who's the all
narrators? Jarbo.
None. Jarbo's beef with me was that he hated that I had viewers and I didn't want to make a Gamergate council.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's he gonna
do? Jarbo in the interview, from what I understand, Brian, is going to say that you were on drugs, on weed back in Gamergate, and Jarbo was on a call trying to talk you off drugs, all this sort of shit.
Yeah, so what happened with Jarbo? Jarbo was just like, this guy's insane, basically, and he was like, this guy must have been like smoking weed or something like that to go crazy. But really, I don't think he even needs to. But that was Jarbo's explanation. That's what he speculated on.
Shit. I said to Shamoo, this sounds like bullshit, you know, because I was in calls with Brian and fucking Jarbo, and that never happened.
And it wasn't even hard. It was just, he just said weed, I think, if I recall.
You know.
No, that never happened. That's not true. There's like no videos of my Gamergate days that exist. Almost none.
I think Shamoo's got a few.
I had a lot. I had a lot of those videos. It's insane. We had ones with Milo and Sargon of Akkad, all that shit.
You know.
There was actually one video that I wanted to include, and I guess this can be an open challenge or something. Who was the guy that flipped his car and that was like screaming about Brianna Wu? That guy. There was a call. There's two calls actually. So there's one where King of Pol phones the police live about that guy that it's like parkour dude 91. Jace. So King of Pol, after the king flips, calls the police live on a stream, and apparently Joshua Connor Moon was on that stream as well, from the Kiwi Farms, and King of Pol like phones the police, and apparently like tries to look for like the incident number and all that shit. He does that live. Now, there was one before that, I think, or maybe after that, where he gets in an argument on a stream. I think it was with Vidar. And they have this huge blowout fight. Now, there's clips of that exist, but the stream itself, I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's archived anywhere. So those are like the two things that I couldn't find.
Well,
that's all it'll be, Brian. All it will be is...
I would highly discourage the dad stuff.
Yeah, all I know is that he has put that FOIA request in, and he has been reading aloud, and it's going to be in the video. That's all I know. Yeah.
At what point is my dad like a public figure? What does that have to do with me?
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with you, as far as the dad stuff. I don't think that has anything to do.
I mean, is this not a big story? Like, someone's father gets arrested for being a pedophile or whatever, and then they go on a crusade to defend them and say that it's true and that they were set up by the town police. Like, King of Pol used to tell us stories about how the town police had set up his dad to like take the fall, and that it was like this struggle between him and like the mayor or some shit. Like, have this whole elaborate thing, and then also do that, like I said, on farms and elsewhere. Like, that's pretty crazy. So, anyways, I think it's justified.
So it's going to be like a documentary full of bullshit. Of course, how could you do a documentary and not interview the guy that you're going to make up all this shit about? So it's a big hit piece, mainly attributed to my Kiwi Farms thread.
Well, I mean, Shamoo doesn't get any viewership anyway, does he? I mean,
Epic. Owned.
Don't watch Shamoo.
Owned.
I just don't understand what I didn't even do anything to the guy. I don't. It's been 10 years. 10 years. My family and I have had no peace, regardless of my antics. They've had no peace. Why does it need to be? am I really Ethan Ralph levels? I'm a content creator.
Yes, dude. Yes. Like your story online. Like add this Housemeister shit to the long storied list of groups that King of Pol has imploded, including, my own server that I ran like 3 or 4 years ago. Include that to the list. Like it is incredible. There is nobody online that exists like King of Pol where if he is around, you have the mark of death on you and your shit will implode and light on fire. It is like he should be studied by science. Okay?
Do I even have a fucking channel anymore? What, a Twitter account? My Twitter account's fucking banned. Because I called too many because of Gator and fucking Vickers.
He has a Twitter. He literally pretends to be a black man on Twitter to defend himself. That's not a joke.
Never. It's just God's way of punishing me again. It is what it is. I appreciate you telling me.
Like I say, Brian, you can weather this fucking storm. People are going to make content regardless of what you do. It's life. I've been the subject of many such things, Being even a presence on the internet, you're going to be a target for random bullshit trying to build clout in, trying to, make money off your ass. It's always been the way. At the end of the day, I don't think there's anything new that he can possibly cover that isn't, in the sands of time, right?
I haven't been able to have a relationship with my dad in 4 years.
Uh-oh.
Because of what he did. I didn't do anything to him, man. Just want to be left alone. I go to church every Sunday.
It's brutal, bro.
I deserve this.
In reality, this is just a video.
Try to ask God for forgiveness, and it never stops. I'm sorry.
It's a YouTube video.
So sorry.
You want me to sit down with Bri?
I'm not doing anything to anybody anymore.
This guy accused me of all kinds of heinous shit. I'm like crazy shit. And then when I make a video and we're okay, well, you've got a long story history. I'll make a video on you. Now, then he's gonna cry.
It's just gonna be more phone calls and more explanations and more bullshit. I haven't seen my mom's side of my family in 7 years. 8 years. It's been 8. They don't want anything to do with their grandkids. My mom's sister, Kathy, my aunt, she won't talk to me. They think I'm a Nazi because Ralph called them during games.
This is great. Also, I want to hear if this is even true. Because like I said, this guy is a chronic liar, like big time. So I actually want to hear if this is true, if this crazy Nazi story is real.
17 and said he was a journalist and all his stupid articles and sent them to my grandmother who has dementia. I can't even see half my family.
Okay, here we go. Dog Zero says Ralph denies this happened, by the way. See, he was asked. This is what I mean, dude. This guy is a chronic liar, dude. And with this newest stuff, that's what you see, how he denied the DMs. He lied about that. Just constantly lies.
I just don't know what I do to people to make them this crazy. I don't even have a channel. I don't even do streams. I don't even know what channel looks like. I never even threatened the guy. I did nothing to this guy. I don't understand, man. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm going to have to deal with more swattings again. And I have to deal with my parents getting swatted again. And I have to deal with all...
It's just a YouTube video, bro. No, you don't. That's not
crap, man. All because a year ago.
It's valid.
So dumb. I'm so sick of it. I'm so over it. I didn't even wish anything bad on Grossly. These fucking grifters, man. This is why I walked away. This is why I'm just doing
Wasn't even grift. By the way, I made no money on that. By the way, I made zilch. All of the stuff, like the back catalog, the old stuff, I had no fucking idea what I was doing at all. Now I have a better idea, but just so we're all like caught up to speed, like, no, it was just like a passion project. Okay. Yes, we lost money. Okay. I just didn't know what I was doing at the time, you know. But anyways, it has nothing to do with grifting.
And a tabletop.
It was personal.
Writing books and I don't want anything negative anymore.
Scammed you.
I'm not a monster.
You don't know what it's like.
I'm just a normal guy. It doesn't matter. Nothing. It doesn't matter. It just is what it is. Just doing my life.
Shamoo!
I appreciate you telling me, man.
Thank you for the 5.
First time I got a chance to actually pop into a stream. I know you from the Ottolinoa stuff lol. I don't have work today, so entertain me. Lol.
Thank you for the 5. It's like, honestly, it's hard to explain if you just popped in. So I don't know if you know about KingOfPol, but it's a crazy call where a guy's crying over a YouTube video. So
I really do.
Thank you for the 5.
Deal with it. The phone calls again when they start happening again. That's all it's going to be.
And see, this is why I did not talk to KingOfPol, because I knew he would do this. He would take it to the extreme, try to emotionally manipulate me into not putting out a video after he's been a public person, has been in some of the biggest scandals online.
Often all them covering it, and
biggest
doing the rounds,
self-implosions, all these groups, you know.
Crazy pedos that hate me, like Viter and Kiwi Farms, and all those fucking retards are going to just be right back up and gassed up with new howitzer shells to shoot at me. Like they're better people. Like they're good people. And they're not. They're not good people. The people I should talk, they're not good people. They don't have ethics or morals. They have nothing going on in their lives. Don't get doxxed, Persa, when you do your show. Just don't get doxxed. It sucks. It really sucks. Enjoy what you have until you get doxxed. It really sucks. That's my advice for your show.
Well, I don't know, Bri. I promise you, Bri, I'm not trying to do anything to you. All right, man.
You guys did enough. Doesn't matter. You guys did enough.
Again, Persa has just been emotionally manipulated in this situation because KingOfPol had been flagging him for like the better part of a year. Like, and it's like they pity him. And then as he attacks, you know, he cries as he strikes or whatever. Like, and people they pity him, and then he'll flag them, call them pedophiles. He'll slander and defame them. He'll spread a bunch of bullshit everywhere. There's a reason why people have an issue with KingOfPol.
So it just never ends, man. I'm just used to it. This is the way it goes.
Brian, just for real for a moment. No one's told you about this at all?
No, I'm not in anything anymore. I know you don't believe me. I don't.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, this is a commonly known.
That didn't pan out. He was definitely involved in all this.
Thing, like, you know.
No. I had no idea. This is the first time I'm hearing it. Okay. The people I hang out with are my close IRL friends on Discord. I don't talk to almost anybody in the sector anymore, except maybe Euros and World Champion at once a month when they're around in the morning because they're watching the AFL and Bronx Beats every now and again to play Rocket League. I don't know any of this. I'm not involved in anything. I'm not doing anything to anyone. I'm building a tabletop game, and I'm writing rule books and playing card games and staying in my fucking lane.
By the way, the card game he was creating was a quote-unquote sector card game where he made characters like a D&D game with Godwinson, with me, with Mr. Medicare, with Ethan Ralph, and all these people. And then in the card game, they would do things like rape his enemies and do kinds of crazy shit like that, like having fantasies and things like this. That was the card game. That was the D&D sector card game, which is in the video as well.
I'm not doing anything. I don't know anything. I'm not involved in these groups. They don't want me to be there. They did enough trying to get my wife to leave me. They did enough. So no, I didn't know. I didn't know. This is all news to me. I haven't talked to the Shamoo guy since Chinatown, and that was it. I haven't done anything to the guy. No, I'm sorry. I
You haven't?
I talked to him one time, a long time ago, with this Coop guy that tried to ambush me in January of this year in the Thorpe server with Ralph.
Okay, so this is insane. And this is how much KingOfPol lies, okay? What he's referring to here, it was a server KingOfPol was freaking out because this guy named Slurpee, this gay guy, this super gay guy, would like always talk about gay stuff with KingOfPol, right? It's in the video. And KingOfPol would freak out about it, and he would gay troll him, whatever. Just make comments about outlines and things like that. And KingOfPol lost it and would freak out about it and then get upset with me over something somebody else had done. So a call was made and this is 4 years ago. So a call was made between this Coop guy, and then I was in there. But then Ethan Ralph was not in this call. That is a total fucking lie. It was a guy named Billy, but Billy the anti-bully. And we sat down and listened to KingOfPol cry about how terrible this Slurpee guy was. And I basically had to baby him. This was before I just, it's whatever. But like what Persip was doing in the call. You have to baby him or something. It's ridiculous. But he just lies about it and tries to add in his enemies and all this crazy shit. And it's a complete and total lie.
For some fucking content crap. And I just told the guy it was a waste of my time to even talk to him. And I left. And that was it. That was January. So no, I didn't know. I had no idea. On the up chance, since I've been working for about 8 months on a tabletop game, I guess it doesn't matter now. It's probably going to be in the documentary.
It was.
I mean, I didn't know anything about a tabletop game, so I don't think I don't know.
After our conversation about 2 weeks ago with Persip and Squire,
it's actually crazy because after the Bryoshima stuff, where it was this huge implosion of the writer's room and everything. Yo, thank you for the 5.
He did save puppies with Mr. Mitoka. That part is 100% true.
Yes, the arcade, the saving the puppies, all that shit, 100% true and real. But no, after the Bryoshima stuff, where it was this writer's room implosion, again, mark of death, KingOfPol, never forget it. He was casted out essentially by them. And then in the wake of that, he began having these fantasies and doing this D&D game with characters of the sector where he would destroy his enemies and things like this. And it's fucking crazy.
Talk to Squire privately.
And you would just overhear things, right? Because I had no idea, I didn't see any of it. But you'd overhear things, and there would be all these AI images of the characters and things like that. So yeah.
Persip, maybe he's, I don't know, off his rocker. And Squire asked me what I was actually up to if I wasn't doing these things, and I decided to share with him something that I've been working on. And I made a World of Darkness tabletop game, and the game is set in the world called Sector City. And I took a shitload of E-celebs and non-Z-celebs and randoms that we are aware of and things like that, and put them in as NPCs with quests in the game. And we have about 14 people playing it right now, 15, I think.
Does anybody remember the character that he raped or whatever? One of his enemies. That did happen. Was it Ralph or something? It was.
No, one
I can't
died.
even remember.
Someone died, so we're now at 14. Excuse me. And it's been going. I set up the game and
and Persip and Godwinson are probably just listening to this this fantasy D&D game with sector characters, like mouth agape, you know, just in shock and awe that like this man, how insane this guy is. It's actually so crazy.
Or not March.
Man.
I started making the game in March. I finished it in May, or somewhat finished it. It's not really done. It's always growing. And then I, the first week of June is when I took people to test it, and they've been playing it since June, consistently, usually once a week. And we do about 3-hour sessions. There's an event system. I mean, you guys are in it. Everybody, a lot of people are in it. Ralph's in it. Everybody's in it. They're all different NPCs and things like that. There's werewolves. There's mages. There's vampires. There's hunters. There's
we are in deep. We are in the D&D sector city deep. Okay, we are
fairy, fae folk. There's
deeply
all types
terminally
of
online.
And also
right
modern
now.
people, and it's set in the modern time in a fictional city outside of Tennessee called Sector City.
Mersh is in Sector City. I believe so. Jomla. I believe that Mersh was in Sector City. Yes.
So that's what I've been doing. Just making games and writing books.
What are the books about? He's writing books.
That's it. In fact, somebody finally ran into your NPC the other day, which is funny. And Squire was there when his NPC got killed. So.
Yeah. I mean, I can't pretend to know what it...
I gotta hear that again.
Which is funny. And Squire was there when his NPC got killed. So.
Just shock. In total shock and disbelief.
Yeah. I mean, I can't pretend to know what any of that was, Brian. Like, I don't know what a tabletop game is really beyond Dungeons and Dragons.
It's basically
but, I mean,
that.
It sounds fun.
It's a Dungeons and Dragons game. I mean, that's basically it. You make your character. You have a character sheet. You make your character.
Squire saying he's still upset about his character being.
Sorry.
Squire saying he's still upset about his character being killed, I guess. Yeah, no worries, Squire.
I think this was the point that Godwinson realized KingOfPol was totally lost and could never be saved. Probably. It's just like, imagine telling a guy, oh, this other guy is making a YouTube video about your history online. And then they recite to you that they've created a fantasy world of D&D of all your enemies where you're like playing and making up stories about them. It's fucking crazy. Totally loon. But yeah, I'm trying to fill fast forwarding. It's just silence, dude. Just total disbelief and silence. This is crazy.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I'm back.
Okay.
No, it's like Dungeons and Dragons. It's based on the book series of the World of Darkness, which is a game made in the 90s by White Wolf. And it's set in 2024, and it's all homebrewed. So you play as a vampire, as a young vampire, new vampire in this world, and you have to get adjusted to how the world is, from the supernatural to the normal. It's pretty funny. I made Zoom the mayor of Sector City.
Just
he's like a really
terrible
guy. So it's pretty funny.
The mayor
Nobody's
of
really done the
Sector
Human Quest, though. Not a lot of
City.
Human Quest being done. It will make you laugh, though, Adam. In one of our sessions, we had a huge event happen where people, half the group became ISIS terrorists, and they got a bunch of C4 and they blew up the Keno Casino trying to kill Adam and Worski.
Bruh. What do you even say about this? It's just totally fucking insane.
Hello?
Yeah. I'm listening.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That was it. I mean, that's what I've been doing.
Wow, it sounds awesome.
I mean, Squire
Cool.
can literally tell you what I've been doing. It's a good time. Yeah, it's tabletop, like Dungeons and Dragons. That's basically it. You roll dice, the whole 9 yards.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
From the sounds of it, you sound like you're having a bit of fun, which is nice. You've got clearly some people around you that haven't spilled the beans about any of this, because this is my first time hearing about any of this. So I think you'll be fine.
I just hang out with people that aren't involved in the sector. Yeah.
Exactly. So you'll be fine. You know what I mean? If the only solace is this, I mean, who the fuck even watches?
And by the way, sometime after this, all that stuff there's audio calls that are in the doc and everything else.
I don't.
It's not,
if the only solace is this, I mean, who the fuck even watches Shamoo? I don't.
It's not about that. It's just all it takes is Shaggy and one of those guys or Dark Ninja, and then they come out of the woodworks and they start swatting again, or they start calling my work, or they start emailing people stuff, or texting
totally
people
disavow
stuff, and
all that.
That's what happens every time. They get all uppity, they get excited. They've got.
And it's I don't think any of this happened from the video either. It was the video came out, people liked it, people thought it was good or whatever, and then that was it. And there weren't streams going back and forth or anything. It was just, just a YouTube video.
Ammo to fire, and they just start firing salvos because they've got nothing better to do. And that's what happened.
And the thing is, KingOfPol's talking about this. These people are doing these things to his family, but then he's in Discord with the Mormon Shaggy child bride. He's in Discord talking to all these people, interact, you know what I mean? And this has gone on and on and on for years now.
I know Persip doesn't believe that, but I don't care what he believes. That's the truth. So then I have to deal with it, and then I have to deal with family members and all that other shit and everything that comes in between it.
And there's also I think this is in the doc as well, but he uploaded a recording that I think is in the doc where he's phoning the police on someone, on the man that pretends to be a ninja on the internet.
So I'm curious if he's going to bring up my children in the fucking thing.
No, I would never do that.
All right. Well, I am going to dip, boys. I mean, it has been good talking, Brian. I mean, it has been what it is. I mean, it's been good hearing from you. I wish you no ill will. Don't think I want you to die or anything like that. Holy shit. I wish you the best, I guess.
All right. So let's do our final judgment. And then, honestly, I don't even think I can go into anything else. This stream was a stream for... the old heads, I guess. So, what is Cop guilty of? We have I'll end the poll. So, 89% say that Cop is guilty. But what is he guilty of? Final verdict. And by the way, I guess Mr. Mediker is going to do a stream about it tomorrow. Forgot to bring that up. But KingOfPol is guilty of lying about having DMs with the Mormon Shaggy child bride. Lying in my comments, and then also on Kiwi Farms about having DMs with them, about manufacturing a lie when he uploaded DMs with this, person, and he didn't include that he had these long communications with them on the other account, which when pointed out by the Mormon Shaggy child bride, in a panic, he went to Mr. Deadman to upload his DMs, to show it, to get somebody to put it up, besides himself for some reason, I don't know. And then he's also guilty of threatening the minor with physical violence, threatening to sue basically everybody. But he is not guilty of any sexting or anything like that. And the culpability scale, he's way down there compared to Mormon Shaggy, Housemeister, and others. Weezus. So, He's guilty of lying. He's a chronic liar. Fuck him. There you go. Charges. Perjury, gross negligence, terroristic threats. Couldn't have said it better myself, Dog Zero. So, with that, I bid you all adieu. Okay. I'm sending you guys to Mr. Deadman. He's doing some stream. You can ask him about KingOfPol. Fuck you, KingOfPol. Bitch. Okay. Peace, guys. Thank you for the people.